Welcome to Digital Vibes. I'm your host, Tim. I got my co-host here, Zach. We are doing a podcast every single week about all sorts of things. We're going to be talking about a little bit of games, tech news, space, a little bit of entertainment, TV shows, movies, upcoming releases on all sorts of things. It's going to be a little bit of everything. And we have a little sports here and there, but we are ready. We are on our pilot episode. We are excited.
Episode 1.
Episode uno. How are you feeling about this, Zach?
Well, I'm a little, I guess nervous isn't the right word, but anxious. I don't know. It's going to be an interesting experiment. I've never done a podcast. I did a radio show in college.
Mm-hmm.
So people say I had a good radio voice, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
I don't know if that means anything to anybody that's out there, but I don't know. We got a lot of good stuff for you guys to talk about. So, I mean, our podcast is going to be, like Tim said, a bunch of different topics that we're going to go on. Why we do this. We're doing this as a hobby. We like to talk about things that are out there for gaming, for tech, for news. I mean, we always find ourselves having these conversations anyway. So we thought, why not add some entertainment for the folks out there and see what we can make out of it. So I hope you guys enjoy it. This is the pilot, so hang in there. We're going to be shaking out some of the things throughout these episodes. The first few episodes are going to be a little rocky. But
yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. I've
I've
been wanting to do a podcast for so long. It's one of those things, going on the lines of, just like you said, you did the radio thing and people always said you had a beautiful voice. Just the other day, I was on the phone with Comcast. I really wasn't feeling good, so I really wasn't into this banter that this lady was doing. But she kept on saying, like, "Sir, you have a beautiful voice." And I was like, "Lady, I just want to pay my bill. Just let me fucking pay my bill."
Why are you flattering me? Why are you flattering me?
Why are you charging me $200?
Yeah,
Stop being so nice.
Yeah, that's thanks, but however, I'm still mad at you. She's trying to do the compliment sandwich. You have a nice voice, but we're going to charge you.
Yeah. And that's the funny thing. Actually, I was calling about the UFC fight that we watched here. About
when it
was that, like,
dipped out.
March 4th, the McGregor fight?
Yeah, the McGregor
Yeah,
fight.
it kicked out, and they didn't credit me, but I ended up saying to them, like, hey, what are you guys going to do about this? And she's like, well, we'll go up into the upper management and see what we could do. And I'm waiting to hear back.
Yeah, they kicked it up the chain.
Yep.
Yeah, that sucks. Anyway, so what do we want to talk about first? We'll talk about little games.
Yeah, let's talk about games.
What we're playing, what we're doing. I am currently playing The Division, Tom Clancy's Division. I don't know if anybody out there's playing that.
Yeah, there's a lot of people, and actually, I'm a little interested. I got some questions for you.
Fantastic game.
Yeah.
Well, just give you a little background since you don't know about it, Tim.
No, I really don't.
It is the storyline on Black Friday in Manhattan. There's a smallpox pandemic that was transmitted by dollar bills or currency. So they put the virus like on money. So when people were exchanging money in all these stores and stuff, the virus started coming out, and they started calling it like this green poison or dollar flu is what it was called to in like the game, and it caused widespread chaos, looting, rioting, prison breaks. People were just going crazy. So then the military comes in, does all this stuff. Kind of the JTF comes in and does all this quarantining, setting up military, basically martial laws ruling in there. And the Division agents are these agents that are like these sleeper cells inside of all these major cities, and like they're these normal people like you and I just hanging out, and all of a sudden like they have these watches that'll just glow orange, and these guys will just come out and be like, all right, now we're like super, they have like drop points where all their gear stashed, and they go get their stuff, and they all run into this place. And you're one of those agents that go in there. They actually have a short thing on Netflix, or Amazon Prime, sorry. If you're a Prime member and you look at it on there, they have a little...
It's like a short film?
Yeah, it's like a 30-minute, it's actually like real actors and stuff, 30-minute film, just kind of going about the origins of the Division agents. It's actually pretty cool to watch. So it just goes around that. So you're a Division agent, you're going in, and your job is to just restore order. So it's a third-person shooter.
It's an MMO. Like it's kind of like a grindy MMO, or no?
It's not that grindy. Well, it is a little bit. It gets tough. So 30 is the max cap, but they have a bunch of DLC coming out for this year, I think, that they're planning to do. So only certain parts of Manhattan are open. You get 30 levels to go through, but the gear has stats, and there's perks, there's skills. There's all kinds of good stuff in there, and it keeps my attention so far. So
yeah, it's been a month now, so you're still playing pretty often.
Still playing as much as I can. Yeah, I played a little bit yesterday. Haven't played much the last couple of days. Been busy with stuff, but for third-person shooter, it's been good. I like it so far. It's been keeping the itch at bay.
And that's what I was kind of thinking. Like, I didn't want to get the game at launch because obviously it's $60. If you're gonna pay for a $60 PC game, I know it's on other platforms as well, but if you're gonna play a game, you get it on the PC. Let's be real, especially with those type of graphics. If your PC can handle it, it's beautiful. I played a little bit of the beta, like maybe 10 minutes of it, like the last day. So I played just a tiny bit of it, and I thought it was kind of fun, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to wait a month, see if there's still a lot of people playing it, what the reviews are on it. A month in usually kind of tells you if it's going to be a game that you're going to continue with, especially if it's an MMO. If I'm going to put the time in, I want to make sure that when I'm actually at the highest point you could be, that you're not like just sitting there by yourself and no one's around to shoot or anything.
Yeah, well, they have this thing called the Dark Zone too, which is cool, where it's like PvE. So it's like you have NPCs, but you have other agents in there, like actual human players, and you can go rogue by just like if I go in there and I see a dude that's another player, he's considered a non-hostile agent. But as soon as you shoot at him or you kill him, you become a hostile rogue agent, and you show up on everybody's map with it if you're in a certain area, like a little red skull. So that's fun because even if you do hit 30 outside of the dead zone or the dark zone, like so a lot of the NPCs out there become kind of easy, but once you get in that dark zone, it's a whole different game. Like it's a whole different like structured tier of like difficulty.
I'd be the wild card. I
get massacred every time I go in there.
Yeah, so I'd be the one just I see a guy run and be like, I think I'm gonna shoot at him, and then I'm become the target essentially, right?
Well, once you kill him, yeah, you become a hostile agent.
You have to kill him, or you have to.
I think you have to kill him.
Okay, I don't know if you like as soon as you land a hit marker on him, if it all of a sudden.
No, I think you have to actually kill him.
Okay,
I don't think you become hostile until you kill another agent in there.
That kind of makes sense because you might be some friendly fire if you're in a group and you might actually hit someone. Now, is there friendly fire in the game?
Oh yeah, well in the dark zone there is.
Okay.
So if you're playing, like if you and I are teaming up outside of it and just playing story mode type of thing, yeah, I could shoot you in the face all day. Like your guy.
It goes through me.
No, it doesn't go through. You actually get hit with the bullets. You just take no damage.
Oh,
like,
okay.
You just get hit in the face. Like you can feel the like because I play as Nick.
Okay.
And he shot me in the face for like 3 minutes.
Oh boy.
I go, oh boy, this is not gonna work out. But it's a great game, so I'm playing that. It's a lot of fun. If you haven't played it out there, I recommend you give it a shot. It is a little pricey right now just because it came out, but it is a pretty solid game. And like I said, there's a lot of DLC that comes out for that this year, hopefully, from what I've heard.
So. Game I'm playing is the NAS WoW. It's vanilla WoW.
Vanilla, going old school, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Obviously, the only bad thing about it is how much grind it is into playing the original WoW, which it kind of brings back old memories. It really, really makes you respect having a mount at level 20 because walking right now is brutal.
What is the mount level?
I think it's 30, but
really?
I think it's 30 because I'm pretty sure you get. Right now, I'm currently I think 14 or 15. I made a druid. He was level 7 for a while, and I was like, all right, I'm just going to make a hunter. I wanted something with a little bit of DPS, and I never really made a hunter, so...
Hunters are fun. Well, OG hunters were tough to do.
Really?
Like, original vanilla WoW hunters from what I remember, like, you'd, like, feed your pet, and you had to, like, your pet would get mad at you and run away. Like,
oh, man.
I'm pretty sure you had to do that.
I was trying to think what was the most OP back then. I was going to make a warlock, but that's what I always did, so... Didn't roll with that.
Those are tough solo questers, dude. So you have to keep in mind, like, if you're going to roll quests by yourself, you got to have somebody who's a little beefy. Well, someone who can solo quest. So like, a rogue would be alright, I guess, with the stealth. But
I've never done a rogue. I should have done a rogue. I do see a lot of druids on there, so I'm starting to think that maybe druids are really overpowered or something. Or
I don't remember what was good back then.
Yeah, but also they're coming out with now the Burning Crusade. It's kind of like in beta right now. This game's completely free, by the way. You can just go to. I'll put the link up here on the board. I'll put it in the description as well. It's nostalrius.org. It's like a 5 gigabyte download, but once you download it, you make an account and you're good to go. So it's pretty good. And if they're coming out with the Burning Crusade, I mean, that was another expansion of WoW that I actually played a lot of. Yeah. I think I stopped after what was the one with it's like Frozen something or it's like the icy one. Oh, what was it? Wrath of the Lich King, I think it was. Yeah, I think that's what it was. But yeah, I mean, I've been putting a little bit of hours into there. It's better if you probably had a group, and there's quite a bit of people on there, so maybe join a guild or something. If you guys want to hop on there, hit me up on Twitter, and maybe we could party up.
Yeah, no, that sounds like fun. I gotta look at it. I haven't had the time to dedicate. I just got the WoW monkey off my back. So yeah. playing
the WoW monkey,
the latest Warlords of Draenor.
Yeah,
which is cool and all, but I just ran out of steam in that and just trying to do stuff. And they really dumbed down a lot of the things in the newest version or the latest expansions. They made it more
user friendly and new people friendly.
Yeah, I mean, so going back to the original vanilla WoW would be probably like, I don't know, culture shock. Right? I'd be in there. Like,
what is this? Especially the graphics probably aren't as good either.
Well, I remember like you have to skill up all your weapons and stuff too. Like if you're like.
Yeah, you do.
You're shooting with a bow or whatever, and then you find a gun. You got to keep shooting the gun.
You're missing nonstop. Yeah, that's what's happening right now.
Skill levels just like tick up, and as soon as you get to a certain threshold, you start doing damage.
You actually hit.
Yeah, you hit, and you're doing a little bit of damage. It's like I remember doing that. It was just that was tough.
Yeah, that was pretty tough.
And like leveling up was tough, and questing was tough, and like you had to walk everywhere.
It's a grind, especially because you don't get in the newer WoW. Say if you do get a quest, it kind of shows you on the map where you're supposed to be and stuff. This, man, you have to read the entire description just to make sure that
figure out
where you're going, because it'll be like some raptor nest, and you got to like pinpoint on the map exactly where that's at.
Yeah, and you have no idea.
Yeah, you have no idea.
No,
but it's fun. It's fun. I'm on the horde side. I was gonna make an alliance, but you know, I was always a horde person back in the day, and then towards the end of WoW, I switched over to the alliance. But yeah, another thing that I'm doing is I just started up another Minecraft server too. It's vanilla Minecraft server 1.9 came out.
Is that the latest version of
That's
Minecraft?
That's the latest. It's called the Combat Update, and pretty much they just made it like your PvP style is a little bit different. You have a couple different attacks, and you can't just spam your sword when you hit someone. You actually have to like time your hits. It's a little bit different, a little bit of a learning curve. But another cool thing is they have shields now too. So shields, different arrows.
Legit, like you hold the shield?
You hold the shield, yeah, and you could like say if you're about to take damage, you could throw it up. And if you don't want to hold your shield in your hand, you could put torches in your opposite hand, and you could like, let's say if you're doing some mining, you could mine and just I think it's left click. And you hit left click and it puts a torch up in the wall, so you don't have to switch over. Like you don't have to like scroll to switch to your torches to throw a torch up. You can just click and it throws it up. But anyways, it's a mega build server. There's gonna be some new things that are gonna be happening in it. Pretty much it's gonna turn into a PvP eventually, and you're gonna be able to have your land plotted and you're gonna be protected. And inside if you're a protected zone, no one can break in and steal your shit. But if you don't have a plotted zone, you like say if you're just someone new who doesn't really have either the points or I don't know if I'm gonna make it where you actually buy your plots for a bigger plot. I might make it so you like earn it from time played or something. But eventually you can earn yourself a bigger plot, and if you don't have yourself a plot, your shit could be raided, blown up, and there's pretty much gonna be no rules. Like I'm not even gonna like pretty much have like an anti-cheat on there. I can give two shits.
Well, you should. So you got that's a lot of the mods. Remember those mods?
Oh god, dude, yeah, that's something I'm not looking forward to.
Yeah, all those server mods are a pain in the butt.
Mm-hmm.
The programming code. But yeah, I know you should do is just tweet it out on our Digital Vibes.
Oh, good call. Yeah, I'll throw that on there right now. That'd be a good call.
Yeah, Digital Vibes PC is our
Twitter. Yeah.
So feel free to follow us. We'll tweet out things like servers, information, stuff that's out there that we want to stay relevant. So feel free to follow us on Twitter. Give us a
follow. Again, it's really easy to forget. It's at Digital Vibes PC.
PC stands for podcast.
Yeah. We couldn't type podcasts in there.
Yeah, it's not POD, I think it was. Like we didn't have characters for it, so yeah, we had to make sacrifices and abbreviations. So that's out there. So check it out. We'll always have content posted up there. Stuff we talk about during the podcast will be out there, and we also have a YouTube channel. We can all link to that out there, so you guys can watch the stuff whenever you want, and follow us out there. So, yeah. So, what else do we want to talk about related to gaming? Let's talk about patches and content coming out.
Yeah, I know that me and you are big Diablo people. There's a new season coming out.
Season 6.
Season 6.
Is it season 6?
Yeah, it's season 6. Season 5's ending. Yeah. I believe it is
at the end of this month, I think.
Yeah, I think it's the end of this month. I wanted to say it was the 25th, but
it's the end of April. Towards the end of April.
Yeah, towards the end of April, and it's going to be switching over to the new season. If you guys aren't familiar with Diablo, when a season ends, if you have a seasonal character, pretty much it becomes a non-seasonal character with your other characters that used to be in past seasons. But anyways, it pretty much makes your character either useless if you're into just continuing playing him on a much unupdated version of Diablo, because the seasons end up giving you more content and whatnot. But the new season's going to give us new conquests. But, I mean, I really don't see anything else. It's still a little bit early. Usually mid-month, maybe they'll announce a couple new changes.
Yeah.
The new conquests are just pretty much new set items for your guy.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's going to be anything worth... I mean, I like the game and all. The new season I'll probably play, but it's...
Not like we did Season 5, I don't think.
Yeah, not as intensely as we did that.
Yeah, because they had a lot of new changes in Season 5 that kind of brought me back, which it was really fun for a while, but after a while, I got the stuff that I wanted, and then it's like, hey, you got to re-roll this 100 times before you actually get the stats that you need. And then there's like some new build that will come out, and everyone's like, oh, we got to do this instead, because it's clearing whatever rift this fast, you know?
Yeah, you check out what the latest is on Reddit or something.
Yeah, it's insane. It was just getting too grindy for me, and I don't mind grinding, but I want it to be very fluent and natural. I don't want it to be like I'm just re-rolling the same thing over and over and over.
Yeah.
Like it was fun for a bit, but then got a little obnoxious. But yeah, other than that, I mean, Diablo was one of those games that me and you really, really enjoyed. I can't believe they screwed this up this bad. I mean,
D2 was great.
I still would play D2 right now. Know what they should do is they should come out with a Diablo
Remastered.
2, remaster, dude, that'd be so cool.
Really cool.
Like, I guarantee you that would be Blizzard's, like, top game right now. Did you know that StarCraft 2, their newest one that just came out, you don't have to own any of the other ones? It's the first time I think they've done this.
Yeah.
Where you don't have, I don't know, maybe they're doing it for the new WoW, too. That'd be smarter then, because that was always the thing with Diablo, or
you never had to do
Blizzard games.
I don't think you have to know the
You don't? Okay.
I don't think so for WoW. I think you automatically, if you buy, like, Wars of Draenor, you get everything.
You're good,
it's
yeah.
a cumulative purchase.
Yeah, because for the longest time, you had to own each game. Like, for StarCraft 2, and even the original WoW, from WoW to Burning Crusade to Wrath of the Lich King, you had to buy each one. It was only $30 each time, but finally they're starting to do it so you can just buy the standalone game and play with everyone, which I think is pretty cool. Definitely makes it so you can actually have a fan base. Other than that, there's not many people who want to be shelling out for 4 games just so they can play the latest one.
Well, yeah, that's a lot of money to drop.
Oh, God, yeah.
So Blizzard finally got that right, I think. But also some of the newer games coming out this year. So Overwatch, speaking of Blizzard.
Oh, I haven't played it. You played Overwatch.
I played in the beta, and I honestly was not impressed. So it's not. I mean, Team Fortress 2. We've talked about that. It's similar to it. They're calling this an objective-based first-person shooter. So in kind of futuristic.
So there's gonna be like missions, or
it's objective-based. So there's gonna be like
get headshots here,
CTF and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So a bunch of games where basically all it is arena style, just shooting, run up and shoot them type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
From what I played.
I didn't think the graphics looked good either.
Well, it's if I remember correctly, 6-on-6, and you have one team that's on like offense, one team is on defense.
Mm-hmm.
Graphics are it's a little kind of like anime-ish, cartoony.
Mm-hmm.
But as well as Team Fortress 2. But you get different classes of heroes. So there's different weapons and abilities, and there's like tanks and like healers and sharpshooters and all these things. So there's like 21 characters I think they're launching with in Blizzard, and I don't know if it's free or not, actually. Let me look at this, but I don't think it is.
Yeah, I think it's a standalone game. It's not a free to play.
I think it is a standalone game. Yeah, because pre-sales are on. Yeah, you can pre-order and stuff right now. But
yeah,
the
so
open beta was. Like I said, I wasn't that impressed with it. I didn't like it all that much, but
I was so hyped for it because like any Blizzard game that usually comes out, I get extremely excited about. I've always been like a Blizzard fanboy, but it seems like lately, I mean, anything they come out with is just not like Hearthstone was fun. They actually have a new expansion coming out for Hearthstone too.
Yeah, Hearthstone. The only thing I like the game, but the fact is, if you don't stay current with it, like you're so far.
Your
behind.
deck, yeah.
You're so far.
Oh,
behind.
dude, because what's cool is you can play on your phone now. It was about like maybe like 2 months ago. Randomly downloaded the app. I'm like, it's my lunch. I'm gonna play a quick Hearthstone game. And I had enough to do the arena. Dude, I got freaking 0-3 so quick. Like, it was like people like had all these different strats now. Like, I know in the arena you get to pick new cards and stuff.
Yeah.
But these people like have like things where they're doing like 26 damage on one attack. I'm like, you just freaking took this guy out double his HP. Like, how?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, there's a big learning curve, I feel, to that game with just the knowledge of decks and cards and all the expansions, and you have to earn all these cards from the expansion about playing like the kind of the NPCs for it and things. So it's fun if you're really into those games. I like the game, but every time I play it, I get frustrated because I had my deck so far behind, and they're playing cards that like you have to. Like, half the time I spent like in my turn, I'm reading the cards. I'm like, what does this card do?
Yeah, and all of a sudden the barrel comes out.
Yeah, you see the line just like change.
Oh god, oh god, oh god.
Yeah, you just throw cards out there, and then the guy, and then the other person mocks you.
Yeah, he's like,
fool. Yeah, it's like emoticon beat you up. So,
oh god.
Yeah, so then I actually squelch them on the other side now, so I don't have to listen to it.
Oh, that's a good call. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, you can squelch them.
Yeah, because sometimes they get to me, man. They put me on tilt. I'm just like, like, you motherfucker, I'm going to get you here. I'm going to send my best card out there. Right? Then he just one-shots him.
Yeah, exactly. So you get taunted via emotes. I mean, it's terrible.
So, yeah, I think that's good with what games that we've been playing and stuff. Why don't we move on to sports with Jenna?
Yeah, see what she's got. Take it.
Turn down for what? Turn down for what? Turn down for what?
Hey guys, welcome to What's Up with Jenna. As you know, it is the off season for the NFL, which means JJ Watt's social media game is on point. JJ Watt just recently joined Snapchat, which is probably one of the greatest things that could happen. He also has Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. His handle for Instagram is @JJ Watt. His Snapchat is jjwatt.99. And his Instagram is justinjames99. March 22nd was his 27th birthday, and he snapped that he flew in some of his Houston Texans teammates. They went to play laser tag.
Team Camo, update.
We're winning. It hasn't even started yet.
Hasn't even started. Team Camo's on top. Look better.
If you didn't know, on the last game of the playoffs, JJ Watt got a injury. I don't know what kind of injury, but he snaps and he Instagrams that he is making a full recovery. Just last week, he Instagrammed a video of him doing a very tall box jump. He likes to show off his box jumping skills, and let me tell you, they are skills. Tune in next time for What's Up with Jenna. Thanks.
Turn down for what? Turn down for what? Turn down for what?
And that'll do it for sports. So we're back now to mainstream content after that.
What was
episode.
that?
Oh man, I thought we agreed to get rid of her. But snuck her way back in here, so
I thought the payroll department said they stopped paying her.
we fixed the glitch.
Fix the glitch. Anyways, guys, welcome back. We're gonna do April Fools since it was April 1st recently.
Yeah, a couple days ago.
Did any April Fools happen to you, Zach?
I did not get got.
Did not get got, huh?
But I tried to get other people at work and things. We couldn't give them anything creative. One person tried to unscrew another person's chair, like pieces and parts, but I thought that was a little dangerous. Just
Oh god, yeah, that sounds really dangerous.
fall over and break an arm or something. But no, we didn't do anything too crazy. I didn't know it was April 1st or April Fool's Day until I actually got into my job. Like, I sat down and I clocked in and I was like, it's April 1st today.
Yeah.
And my buddy Nick messaged us and he's like, remember, don't believe anything you read today anywhere.
Yeah.
So there were some interesting. Google had their mic drop thing. Did you hear about that?
Yes, I did hear about that.
That was bad. I was reading some of the info on that, and they're saying that people were complaining about it and saying like, I hit this button on accident when I was sending an email, and like this one lady was trying to get a job for 3 months, and
Yeah.
was gotten like her third interview with the company and used this mic drop button to like send an email. And,
Yeah.
and she's like, I'm not gonna get the job now. I was freaking out.
I saw the condolences one too. Did you see that one where someone died and like it said like, hey, I know you're going through a rough time. If you need any help, like you know who to reply to, or you know who to contact. I'll help you out. And then it mic dropped and someone's like, I think someone's sister or something died. So it was like,
Jeez.
yeah. So you're mic dropping in the middle of
Poor Google.
yeah.
It's one of those things where I think it was just done with the best intentions, but it just wouldn't.
Oh,
did not go
I
well.
thought it was funny, but then when you really, like you said, I think about the consequences. Oh god, there's so many different scenarios that could happen that could really screw stuff up.
Did you get?
I got. So the
I
day
got
before, it was I don't know what I ate or something, but I woke up in the middle of the night to take a giant shit. So of course I'm on the stool, whatever I think you want to call it.
You're on the toilet.
on the toilet. And I'm just sitting there, I'm going through Twitter, and all of a sudden I see this beautiful. I just put it in chat. And I'll put it up on the screen. I see this beautiful new toaster, and I'm like, Razer, what? Like they would do something like this, and I'm sitting there like, wow, that looks pretty legit, man. Like the toast even has a little bit of a branding of the Razer sign in it. And I was like, and they have a whole video behind it. And I'm just in there, I'm like, man, I gotta get me one of those. I don't have a toaster. That'd be pretty cool. And all of a sudden, it dawned on me. I looked down at the actual date. It says April 1st. And they tweeted it out pretty early in the morning. So definitely they got on the early game to make sure that it was gonna be first to the news. But yeah, I was all of a sudden a couple like I think I even did not realize it was an April Fool's. Until
Are you sure it's an April Fool's one?
Yeah, for sure it was April Fool's. It came out in the first, and now it's like all these other places were like, so many people believe this. So I feel like that was a pretty good one. But along the lines of Google, that mic drop thing was a thing. But I also just recently read something pretty interesting. These are questions that Google ask people when they hire them. These are pretty interesting.
Like interview questions?
Yeah, interview questions. Okay. And they're pretty unique. So here's the first one.
So you're going to interview me?
I'm going to interview you right now. I'm the Google executive. So how much should you charge to wash all the windows in Seattle?
All the windows in Seattle?
Yeah.
I get what? is an absurd question.
It's absurd, right? I'll post a link to this actual article.
Can I get like a rate per window?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just like what you think, like just randomly. But I think it's like along the lines of like 'cause Seattle. Like, I'm assuming it rains a lot, right? Does it rains a lot?
Sure.
I'm pretty sure their weather is gloomy. Yeah, I think it's gloomy and rainy is the little spiff about Seattle.
How much money would it cost? Should you charge?
Yeah, and all right, well, since that's another obscure one, listen to this one. Why are manhole covers round?
I don't know.
There's no real answer here.
But Google's really good for Google and some of these other companies are really good for coming up with questions that are supposed to challenge you on the spot.
Yeah, see what you say if you're an outside the box person instead of a very
like
cornered.
If you're like a 3-inch man, like you get shrunk to like 3 inches tall and got thrown into a blender, how would you get out? Like there's some of those things that like CEOs and things will ask for interviewees and things like that. And you read about some of the stuff, and I'm like, if I ever take one of those, I'm just gonna be so mad because I don't know. Really, this is an interview question you're giving me right now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, some of these are just insane. Like there's a couple really long ones. If you guys want to check it out, I'll post a link. And if you guys are watching on YouTube, obviously it'll be in the description down below. And whatever podcast or audio device you guys are listening on, we'll make sure it comes up on some type of format. If you guys check our Twitter too, we'll post out the links on Twitter as well. That's always good.
Yeah, we'll definitely tweet that out.
But other tech news, you got anything interesting for me, Zachariah?
Well, Amazon is in the news with their new Dash buttons. Well, I'm sure the Dash is not new. The Dash has been around for a while, but they released a bunch of new product lines, one of which I thought was funny, and it was the headliner, too, for the article I was reading, was Trojan condoms. So people the Dash is, so if you're not familiar with the Dash, about the little guys about big, and it's a button, connects your Wi-Fi, and orders a predetermined amount of that product. So, like, one of the ones I had before was, like, Tide detergent.
So it's like household items.
Yeah, so it's like, hey, you're doing laundry, and, like, you just poured the last detergent into your washing machine. You hit this button, and, like, 2 days later, because it's for Prime members. And a lot of this stuff comes via Prime. So 2 days later, you're good to go. You got two or whatever amount of, you just ordered detergent. So you hit this button, places an order, you get the order confirmation email, whatever. But so anyway, so they just came up with a bunch of new different Dashes that just came out, and Trojan condoms was on high on that list. But yeah, they added a bunch of them out there. I don't even know how many
condoms. Huh? Now, is it all like
more than 70 brands? They're saying.
Oh man! Now, is it price competitive like normal things are on Amazon? Like usually,
I would assume so.
I feel like anytime I'm like looking to buy something, I always like check the price to Amazon. Be like, how much do they sell it on Amazon for? This might be a better deal if I just order it.
Yeah, I don't know. So it's just they did. Let's see, they're over 70s. They have anything from like coconut water to Arm & Hammer cat litter. Like they're all replaced with what they did.
Oh God.
But they really they're called their smart buttons, but they're just reordered the goods on a single tap. That's all it is. So if you're anywhere in your house, you strategically leave them wherever you're using the product, I guess, is what they're supposed to be doing.
So if you're in bed and you're like, oh God, last one, click.
Well, that was great.
What is it? What's the Amazon girls? Is it the girl who answers? Alexa? Is it like you're like, Alexa, order me some more?
I don't know if they're voice activated. I think it's just like a click.
Click.
It's like a little button you just click, but like a fob, almost like a little key fob thing. You just push the button. But they're getting good reviews. Like people love being able to just push a button to order trash bags, cat litter.
It's eventually going to be
condoms. I mean, you get done.
You're going to have one of those in every room eventually, I guarantee you. If like in the next like 30 years, you're going to be able to order anything from like probably even like if you wanted to have your mail delivered on a different day, I bet you'd be like, I'm not going to be here. I'm going to be on vacation.
The dawn of the smart house. I think it was Zuckerberg that said his goal for 2016 was to build a smart house, like
oh God,
fully quote unquote smart house. So, we'll see what that does, but I'm interested in it. I want to get a Amazon Echo.
Yeah, I want to get one too. Like Alexa, play something epic right now.
Yeah, so, I mean that'd be kind of cool because I actually had friends that had one. It was interesting to see how it works. I mean, it catches your voice from like across the room.
Is it just always on too? So as soon as you say Alexa,
it's like as soon as you say Alexa, it's like the activation.
Oh,
okay. You say Alexa, and like then it'll pop on.
It's kind of like the clap on thing. It's just like that's the sound it picks up.
Yeah, it's the cue. I guess. So it says dormant or not like a kind of a standby mode, and then you say, "Hey Alexa" or something like that, and like you'll see the lights light up, and it'll be listening for whatever you say after that. And they came out with 2 different Alexa products too that help spread around the house better. So, yeah, a lot of good stuff coming out on that. What about you? Got anything good going on?
Yeah, actually, I don't know if you saw this. Tesla is coming out with a Model 3. It's their newest.
Tesla?
Dude, I'm like
Come on.
stuttering.
It's
Come on.
Tesla.
Okay, so they're coming out with the Model 3, and it's supposed to be an affordable or not SUV, sedan, and so far they've completely shattered what they thought they were going to get on the pre-orders. As of yesterday, there's 252,000 pre-orders already.
Yeah.
So,
Insane.
and I think you said that it's around like $10 billion already.
About $10 billion, man, in pre-orders. Tesla stock went way up that day too. So I have a buddy who actually I think is invested a little bit in that. Like just has a couple shares or a few shares of it.
Mm-hmm.
But it went up pretty hard.
Yeah.
So it closed at like 237 on Friday or something like that.
Mm-hmm. The starting retail price on the car is $35,000. So that's like the base model, which I'm assuming. Like, when usually you have a base model of a little bit of a higher tier car brand, the base model usually still includes, like, a lot of major things. I'm assuming, well, I don't know, maybe it won't be, like, power seats. You would think, like, some stuff like that, they might not want to use as much electric power. Cause...
we'll see it'll be interesting to see what, like, the floor model, the base model has.
Mm-hmm.
But they're saying, you could load extra equipment and features and stuff up to it. And you can get the price, like, probably around 50 to 60 grand.
Yeah, I think that's, like, a tops out of, like, maybe, like, 68, I think I heard.
Which... still is more affordable than their previous model.
Oh yeah,
yes.
Dude, he's insane too because he's actually challenged the other car brands. He gave out when he came out with this battery technology. He gave every single car brand, every person the open patent to do whatever they want with his technology, and he challenged them. He said them. He's like, I'm going to come out with this, and then eventually I'm going to make a car that's going to be so convenient and so, so moderately priced where pretty much anyone can afford it. Yeah. And it's pretty much the only other brand that I've seen that's really shown a car that's matching up, not necessarily close, but Chevy's, I think, got the Bolt. That's their newest one that's coming out, and then they have the Volt, too.
Yeah, they have the Volt.
The Volt's already out, but Bolt is the one that's coming out, I think, late this year, and I think it's more of an economic, just electric car, but
there's not many out there right now. They're down.
No, I mean I know like Nissan has that Leaf. I don't know what the actual range on any of those are, but I know the Volt is like 100 miles, and I'm not completely sure, but I know the Tesla I think is up to like 280, and BMW has the i3, which actually I just drove one of those the other day. The i3, they have like a lot of like instant power, like boom, you're like you're going, like it's instant. Like there's no drivetrain. Like, there's probably a drivetrain, but like it the engine itself just has instant torque.
Yeah, there's no instead of the combustion engine.
Mm-hmm. Do you got anything else for tech news or?
No, we can slide on over into a different segment. We can move it on to what do we got? TV movies and things like that. We want to talk about.
Yeah, actually, and I also got space. Should we hit up space first?
Sure.
Yeah, let's do some space. A couple different space things have been going on. Recently, so Titan, they just released some images of Titan where they actually are able to break down the different layers of the surface of Titan. And it's kind of crazy because if you guys don't know what Titan is, it is a moon on Saturn. It's a moon that orbits Saturn.
There you go.
Yeah. But anyways, they showed some thermal images where they're able to actually see a little bit more to it. And they are crazy. I'm going to post the image in chat for you to check out.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, this is pretty interesting. And it's made of their atmosphere is made of mostly nitrogen, I believe. So it's not like we can ever like go there and actually survive unless you're in some insane spacesuit. But what makes Titan very, very interesting is a liquid base to their surface. So there might be some like crazy animals living inside of, I think it's a methane lake, I'm pretty sure. I think it's like an actual... Ugh. Yeah, so could you imagine just having some like fire-breathing, like sea monsters in that thing?
Well, that's the thing, like, you never know what's out there.
Oh, God. Do you believe in that there's real aliens out there? Not just like microbes, but like real, like beings, I guess would be the best. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I definitely believe in that. It's just, you never know. You never know.
Conspiracy.
But...
yeah, no, that's interesting stuff. I'll be looking forward to check out those images on that thing. So, but what did I have for space news today? I had one. Oh, the ninth planet. I like this one. So have you heard about Planet X/Ninth Planet? So they have evidence out there that suggests that there's another planet that has a really, really long orbit around our star, our sun, and the existence of the ninth planet. So some Caltech astronomers found this evidence. So. And they're thinking it takes about 10 to 20,000 years, 10 to 20,000 years to make a trip around the sun. So it's out there somewhere. They're trying to figure it out where it's at. But there's all these different conspiracies being thrown around about what this planet is, what does it do, if it exists, how does it happen, and then also now the doomsday prophecies come back into play about Planet Nibiru and
Oh,
Planet
God.
X, mass extinctions and things like that.
It's gonna hit us!
Yeah, well, they worry about like gravitational
Yeah.
effects, and they're saying once every like 25,000 years, this planet comes around and wreaks havoc on us. And
Mhm.
so there's all this fun stuff, but it was interesting to say that we actually have people out there looking for it, and they found compelling evidence that this planet actually does exist out there somewhere in the distant outer reaches of our solar system. So something
Never
to keep an eye
know,
on.
man.
Something to keep an eye on to see how this plays out.
Yeah. I have another one where there is another super Earth that was found. It's kind of crazy because it's not like necessarily an Earth again that we'll never be able to visit, because when the sun hits it, it turns the entire the half that the sun's hitting into a magma lake, and the other side is like almost like a snow barren place. But I'm gonna post the link in the chat, and as well put it up on the screen. But yeah, it's kind of crazy. I mean, every single day they're finding these super Earths. Eventually they're gonna find one that's just in the habitable zone where it's just right, where they're gonna have the right temperatures, the right amount of water, right. Just to think the kind of crazy different monsters, or not necessarily monsters, I guess it'd be aliens, or even they can be just like a regular dude. There could be a Tim 2 out there just being like, I'm recording a podcast today.
Talking about like a parallel universe.
Oh God.
So yeah, no, that's interesting stuff. Space is fun stuff. I like researching and reading about it and things like that. A lot of fun things out there.
Mm-hmm. But why don't we move on to TV, unless you have anything else?
No. TV news though. Check this out. Always Sunny just got renewed for 2 more seasons.
Love Always Sunny.
It's
Wild card.
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia for those of you that haven't seen it. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's a good show.
Especially the first 4 or 5 seasons are really good.
Yeah, they're really good.
Yeah.
Charlie Day and all those guys. I mean, they're really good group of actors. And
Mac.
yeah, did you know how they started this show?
Yeah,
they won a contest on FX. It was basically you had to shoot the pilot episode of whatever show you're pitching, and like they did it with like a standard like his camcorder, and they won the contest. And that's how FX brought them out. They signed them for a season, I think, and then from there, obviously, we're 11 seasons later, and
it's great.
I think we're on season 12. Yeah, so 12 is what's currently in, and 13 and 14 has got greenlighted for. So they're actually challenging records, I think, for being one of the longest, matching historical TV records as far as being one of the longest running sitcoms. Yeah,
because I mean, it's pretty interesting. There's always the off episode, but they always open with a good episode.
Yeah.
Like, and they usually end with a pretty good one too. But it's solid. It's funny. Like I said, the first 6 seasons are just like one of my favorite things just to go back and rewatch. But on to Game of Thrones. I don't know. Are you pretty humped? Or not humped? Are you pumped to see? Pumped to see see if Jon Snow's still alive. Do you think he's still alive?
Yeah, I think he's still alive. I think they'll have. I mean, Kit Harington, the actor who plays him, has already kind of leaked that out there. Like he's back.
Yeah, well, they show him in the trailer. He's like show him just laying there. So maybe
how they bring him back, I don't know.
Yeah,
a lot of theories around like the Red Witch will like bring him back because they need a. We'll see what happens, but yeah, I think he'll be around, and I think they're going to do a lot more with the other. What's that? Stark kid. What's the other Stark?
Oh, like with the warging, they're gonna do a little bit more. Yeah,
I think he's gonna come back into the focus this season.
Mm-hmm.
But from what I've read, the actress who plays Cersei said it's gonna take a very dark turn, like this entire season. Not that it's not dark already, but I guess it's supposed to go darker.
Oh God,
like,
I mean,
season 6 is gonna be kind of intense, like that.
Like camping.
Yes. Like camping. Intense on camping this season because it's that time where there's gonna be really big battles. Like everything's starting to come. All the crap that they've been talking about, like winter's coming, all the White Walkers. I guess from what I've read, this season is supposed to be the season where they came in a little bit last season.
Yeah,
the battles they did, but like this is supposed to be really cool. Where I think maybe Daenerys comes over to King's Landing. That area, that continent, crosses the sea. Maybe we'll see what happens. Well, although she just get kidnapped at the end of the season 6 or 5.
Yeah, she's on her way with the Dothraki.
Well, she got like picked up by the Dothraki.
Yeah.
Like it's seemingly Dothraki. I don't even know if they're or not.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see where it goes. I don't know.
Yep, and then I don't know if you heard this theory where they actually think that Daenerys, her main dragon was it Drogo? I think it was
Khal Drogo.
Like the actual dragon or whatever. They actually have a theory out there that Bran Stark is warging into the dragon. So imagine maybe like even if it's not true right now, imagine when there's actually a big battle and he could warg into a dragon. Like he's gonna be able to control it
That would be insane.
That'd be insane, dude.
That would be.
Yeah.
We'll see. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, what is it? It's April
20 something.
Yeah, I think it's April 20th. It's definitely one of my favorite shows. If you guys have not watched Game of Thrones, start it up. Get an HBO Go account, I think it's called. You can watch them all online. It is amazing. It's one of the best shows out, I'd say. Like, best storyline, just jaw-dropping moments, like, whew.
Yeah, it was going to be a good one. I think it is. So, yeah, season 6 starts April 24th, I believe.
April 24th.
Yeah.
I am going to DVR that ish.
I believe that's the start date.
Another thing that we want to do with this podcast, we're gonna watch a TV show together.
Not during the podcast.
Yeah, not during the podcast, but we're as we go along, we're gonna find a TV show that we either think is going to be, geared toward this podcast, or we think that everyone will enjoy. And we're gonna have a little bit like every week we're gonna watch the episode that comes out, or a episode, and then the following week we're gonna either review it and kind of give out what we think is going to happen, or overall just what the timeline of the show, what's going to be going on. The show that we're going to do is Expanse. It's kind of along the lines of what we like to talk about on this show. It's on Sci-Fi, so it's a sci-fi drama.
Yeah, it's a science fiction drama.
Mm-hmm. It's got really good reviews so far. I'm pretty sure there's already 9 episodes on demand if you guys have Xfinity or whatever, cable platform, if you guys have an on-demand service. Pretty sure you can find it online somewhere too. And me and Zach both have not watched it, so we're going to look into it. The premise behind it is where I think humans have pretty much been to every spot in the entire solar system.
Yeah, we fully colonized the solar system, they say.
Yeah, we've colonized it, and Earth and Mars are like the main planets, and they don't like each other. And I'm pretty sure I read that Mars is like a military planet. Like, they're really well up on all the technology for military, and they have like a lot of military power. And Earth, I think, is a little bit more of like a farming slash like everyone needs water, oxygen, so everyone gets their oxygen and stuff from Earth. But I think it's gonna be an interesting show. So if you guys want to watch it, make sure you guys watch episode 1. And the next podcast, we're going to talk about what happened in episode 1 and what we think is going to happen in episode 2. There's a lot of good actors in there. There's a couple famous ones. What was the one?
Thomas Jane's in it. For those of you familiar with him, he did The Punisher. And he also did Stephen King's The Mist.
Yeah, I think he did Hung too in an HBO service.
He might have,
yeah, or HBO series. I think I watched that. Yeah, I think there was a couple seasons of that, but he's a very good actor. Like Zach said, he was in The Punisher, the original movie. And speaking of that, I don't know if you did you watch Daredevil ever?
I saw the first season. I did not see season 2. I hear the Punisher character comes in, and it's what's his face from Shane from Walking Dead. Right?
Yeah. What's John Bernsaw or something?
Yeah, something like that. But yeah, it's the guy who plays Shane in Walking Dead is also the Punisher in Daredevil, and they also bring in Elektra, I think.
Yep. Me and Jenna are we're watching it, and it's really good. Like, definitely want a Punisher spinoff. He's amazing in it. He's a badass. We're halfway through the second season already. We really enjoyed the first season, and what kind of worked out is we just watched the first season recently. So I was like, damn, man, like, because Netflix dumps all their stuff at once.
Right.
And cool. It was like a 2-month wait only. Like, I pretty much, when we got done watching it, they announced who was playing the Punisher and what was it, kind of what the storyline was going to be about. But yeah, definitely check it out. It's really good. Get a Netflix account. Type in The Punisher and enjoy.
Yeah, well, yeah, The Punisher doesn't...
I mean, not The Punisher.
Daredevil.
And great acting, great action overall, so...
Yeah, it's a good show. I gotta check it out. I have a queue, like, pages long of just crap I need to watch. And quite frankly, I don't have time. I'm finishing up Sons of Anarchy, though, right now, so I'm on the last season.
Oh, man, yeah. That's a crazy show. The last season... It kind of ties some stuff together.
Yeah, there's a lot of loose ends, and if Gemma doesn't get shot in the face, I'm going to be very pissed.
Someone's going to spoil stuff for you.
No, I hope to finish it by next time we do our next podcast.
Okay, good. That's good.
I should have it done.
Don't read the comments.
I only got I probably got like 10-ish episodes left of season 7.
Mm-hmm.
So it just got crazy. With the Chinese are really pissed right now. But it's a good show. I do like it. I took a break because I got really annoyed with it for a little bit.
Oh, dude, I know exactly the feeling, man. It was like you just like literally just cannot wait for something to happen. Like, you're like, I hate this person so much, just fucking die already. So I don't have to see you anymore.
Season 6 got a little predictable for me. I started calling what was gonna happen before it happened. So and then in season 7, Gemma is just still just rolling lies left and right. So she needs to put that lady down. if Jax doesn't shoot her in the face by the time this season ends and the show comes to a conclusion, I'll be very angry.
Imagine how good of an acting job that is by the actress that plays
Hale Bundy's wife.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude! Like she is so good that you hate her that much. Like
she did a good job.
Yeah, that's good. Like I always it's so weird to think about like the characters that are the bad guy. Like if you thought a guy was a really good bad guy, or if he was someone that you really really hated, like that means that guy like acted the shit out of that. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I still think the best acting I've ever seen was by far Heath Ledger.
Oh yeah, that's hands down. I was always a fan
as
too.
The Joker.
Yeah, I was always a fan. And the Joker that he portrayed, man, there's nothing. I'm a little bit interested to see how the Suicide Squad, Jared Leto. There's a couple good trailers out there for that. I'm really interested. Now, speaking of the Suicide Squad and the DC comics, Batman vs Superman.
I haven't seen it yet. But
I haven't seen it either yet, but it's not looking good.
The internet has not been nice to it so far. So.
There's a select few who say that this is like the Frank Miller version of Batman and stuff, and that it's true to the comics. But I heard that the whole storyline is just dragged out, and there's just so many different pieces to it.
Well, they introduced a lot of characters in it too, don't they? So they do Wonder Woman and Aquaman.
I heard, Aquaman. I heard there's a appearance by the Flash. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so it's a little intense. I mean, it's not one of those things where I feel like they can compete with Marvel. Marvel's just they hit it just right with
the Avengers did well.
Yeah, and even with the original Iron Man, like it hits to all audiences. Like all the comic book people like it. It hits the people who really don't read comics but just want to see this superhero movie. It has good, funny, entertaining moments. But yeah, it's not looking good. And even beforehand, I heard that the chances of, even if it was well received and they had a good showing, the chances of them being profitable was like astronomical because they had so much money dumped into it.
Yeah, they probably production costs is out the nose on that. Not to mention the names they brought in that. Like, the cast that they had.
Ben Affleck
and they got the Khal Drogo. They got to play Khal Drogo.
Yep, he's Aquaman. I think I heard weren't into the whole.
I didn't like the cast for that. No.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool.
I didn't like him as the casting. I mean, I haven't seen it yet, so maybe it will work out fine. But I mean, I'm used to seeing the old school Justice League when I was a kid on TV.
Yeah.
And he was always a blonde, weird looking, like Aquaman was like he's a white guy. He was blonde.
He was very awkward.
He was Aquaman. No one wanted to be Aquaman. It's like being Robin.
Go talk to the dolphins.
Nobody wants to be Robin.
Yeah, no one wants to be Robin.
It's the same thing where I just feel like Khal Drogo, that character in my mind was such a bad. He's like his real fierce, and like they're trying to make them portray the same image. Maybe I don't know. Like again, I gotta see it. So until I have actually watched the movie, I can't really speak volumes to it.
Here's a crazy fan theory that's about Suicide Squad. Speaking of Robin, they're saying that the new Joker, because they say it's still portrayed somewhat around the Christopher Nolan universe. This whole thing.
Yeah.
So. They're saying that Robin is actually the Joker, like, because I think it's a scene in the Suicide Squad. Did you see in the trailer? He goes at Batman, and Batman's walking by I think it's like a glass thing, and it has like ha 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 all over the Robin suit because Robin either died or something's happened. So they're thinking that maybe that the new Joker, because Joker technically died at the end of the Dark Knight Returns, or no, the Dark Knight, the regular Dark Knight, right? The regular Dark Knight. He dies at the end. Yeah. So they're saying that eventually along the line, the storyline, that Batman gets a Robin, and Robin eventually takes on the Joker. He eventually betrays Batman, becomes Jared Leto's Joker.
Interesting.
Yeah, so...
There's so many
little theories. And they're saying that that's a very, very... Because I think in the actual comics, I believe... I'm going to probably get ripped apart for this. I'm pretty sure in the comics that...
Comments will fly.
Robin eventually becomes the Joker. I'm almost positive, and I think it even happened in the cartoon too. I remember I used to watch it back in the day, but
I don't know. I don't remember seeing that, but I was never into the DC all that much. I was more Marvel.
Yeah, I was more Marvel too. I loved X-Men. The new X-Men coming out. Did you?
Apocalypse.
Yeah. Did you see the trailers for that or anything?
I think I've seen one of them, maybe.
Oh, really? The last one was the first, or not the first class. What was the Days of Future Past? I think it was called.
Yeah, that was the last movie.
Yeah. Did you see that one?
Yes.
I love that one.
That was okay.
I thought it was the best one I've seen. What's your favorite out of them?
Out of those, I'm trying to think. I like the one. I think it was the second one.
X2.
Yeah, X-Men United. I don't. Wherever they do when Stryker comes in the mansion and like Wolverine just goes to town on all his.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one.
That one. I like the Wolverine too. Like it's not the X-Men.
I
it's just
hated
the
that
Wolverine.
one.
The Wolverine where
I thought the CGI was so bad, and Deadpool in it. Did you see Deadpool, by the way?
No, yeah, we gotta talk about that one.
Yeah, we should maybe see Deadpool, and then we could talk about that in the next podcast.
Yeah, I heard
but
that was a good movie.
speaking of that, guys, why don't we end it here? Next podcast. In the future, guys, we're gonna be asking for a little help from you guys here and there. So make sure you guys, if you have any ideas, put them in the comments down below if you're watching this on YouTube.
Comments, suggestions.
As well as eventually we're going to be doing kind of like a Q&A type of thing where you guys ask us advice and we'll kind of give you what we think you should either do or maybe give you a little bit of knowledge and maybe go on the right path of some
tweet us
sort.
your questions. You have things you want to ask us about us, about the show, about life. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe
gaming advice.
Yeah, what games you guys are playing. Maybe you guys will be featured in the show.
Yeah, and we'll post your comments on the show and we'll talk about them. And we'd love to get some feedback, good or bad, I guess. So if you have any comments, suggestions, things you want us to do, not do, let us know. We'd love to hear how our fan base is doing out there. So thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Yeah, and make sure you guys follow us on our Twitter account. That's how you guys know when and where our stuff will be posted to listen and or watch.
Yeah.
Our Twitter is at
Digital Vibes
PC for podcast. But that's it for me. I'm Tim. Make sure you guys hit me up on Twitter if you guys want.
Yeah.
And I'll put my my Twitter and stuff in your Twitter probably in we'll post it on our Twitter. How about that?
Yeah,
probably the best way.
Like that. We'll do it out there. You guys can get a hold of us. And yeah, I'm Zach. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you guys next time.
Motherfucking peace.
See you.